Did I time it right? I think I was just a split second too early. How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. We are starting 15 minutes early. That's not bad. That's not bad. Got out of church a little early today, so thought, what the heck, we'll start it up early. Plus, we got some family visiting, so I may not go a whole 2 hours, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Not going to limit things just off the bat. We'll see how it goes. Happy Sunday, everybody. What's going on? Who's first? Who's first? Nick. All right. Oh, and Quindor's here. Thank goodness. Oh, and we'll tell everybody. Hold on. Had to close the door. Could hear the kids screaming. So I know what everybody's going to ask, or what a lot of you are going to ask. When are we getting more Unos and quads? Right? So the latest update from Quindor is it's still going to be a few weeks. And of all things, screw terminals. Screw terminals are the holdup at this point. It's been what, 3 or 4 different parts at different times over the last 2 years that we've been dealing with. But right now, screw terminals. We're screwing us. Anyways, we'll get them as soon as we can get them. Believe me, nobody wants to have them in stock more than me and Quindor. That's for sure. All right, Vanessa, Peter, Tony, Mike 47. Yo, Mike, how you doing, by the way? Good to see you again. Yeah, I have a brother-in-law. His name is AK. We call him AK. I think it stands for something strange, like Aaron Kermit or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, he always puts AK-47 on things, like the gun. So when I see Mike 47, that's what I think. All right. Matt, how's it going, everybody? Sweet. They should be in soon so we can resume production and get them done ASAP. One of these days we've been saying when did we start these? Quindor, was it 19 or 20? It's been long enough that we've been saying for a very long time, one of these days we're going to keep them in stock. One of these days we're going to have enough that they stay in stock. One of these days. Oh my gosh. Well, hey everybody. Thanks for being here. All right, Crash, thank you for subscribing. Hey, we're gonna push a little button because I updated some buttons on my Stream Deck here. So here's something for the Crash that just said he subscribed. You like this one? I've had this one for a while, but I forgot to use it because I didn't have a button. We've been saying we're gonna keep them in stock for years. That's right. Never gonna happen. I know, they're good enough. I know it started early, right? Started early. I was just feeling it. I was feeling the vibe. So, what's going on, guys? Tell me about your projects. Let's start there. You tell me about your projects. I've got my little thing here we can play with. I'll give you some updates on some of the stuff that I've got going this week. It's been a good week. Been a good couple of days. I've been able to really get a lot of things accomplished, and we're getting so close up there at the Hobbit house. So close. I finished those solar panels that we were talking about last week. I finished getting them all installed, and then the electrician came and made the connection to the inverter. So I haven't been up there to flip the switch, and he didn't want to flip the switch without me there. But when I go up, we're going up for Easter weekend. So we'll be up there this coming weekend again. So I'll do a little stream from there. You're spackling. When we go up this weekend, we should have solar power, at least during the day. The battery situation is still kind of up in the air. Greetings, programs. All right, Richard's here. Thank goodness. We can start now. Spackling. I said spackle to somebody the other day, Vanessa, and nobody knew what I was talking about. I was like, oh yeah, we just need some spackle. And they're like, what is spackle? How do you not know what spackle is? Contemplating putting 144 LEDs per meter LEDs around the outdoor kitchen. Ooh. Oh. Well, since we're talking about outdoor LEDs, let me show you something. Redoing home theater. Every acoustic panel will have nice 2811Bs. Nice. Can you have too many LEDs? I mean, I'm sure you probably could. Like if like you had a matrix on every wall, maybe that would be too many. But but anything less than that, and you're doing fine. All right, Nick's got a nice cold beer and watching the doctor. Nice. Spackle is makeup for your house. Oh, good. Those are good enough. It's right. It's like It's makeup for your house. All right, I wanted to show you. Let's see if I can pull up my my pictures. Let's see if it has updated. Sometimes my picture backup thing is really fast, and sometimes it takes a little bit. So let's see if we can get to Synology Photos real quick, and I can show you a couple of photos from yesterday. Doesn't these are somebody's pictures? Doesn't look like they're mine. No, nope, not mine. Well, let's see if we can transfer them quickly. Wonder why it's not mine. Why mine hasn't backed up? Strange. Very strange. Oh, it's backing up 108 items right now, so they should be here soon. But in the meantime, I will just go to pictures, and I'm going to send over a couple of things to show you, because got some good progress here on a couple things. This one, I wish there was an easier way to transfer from the iPhone to Windows. You know, so I gotta like email them, and then it's just kind of. And then we'll watch. We got. Yep, we'll do that one maybe. Nah, we don't need that. This one. Okay. And then we're going to email these. I wish you could just airdrop. Is there a way to airdrop to Windows? Wouldn't that be something? Anybody know of a way to airdrop to Windows? I don't. Is this working? Ask. Is it working? Oh, you know what should be working today? Sir Good Enough. You could try your paging system. Some of the files have been removed because they caused the email to exceed the attachment limit. Oh my gosh. So lame. So lame. Has anyone had any luck overcoming the flickering and glitching with the potentiometer in wLED? Yeah, Jeff. So after my stream last time, I don't know if it was after my stream or before that Jeff started on his project, but Jeff Hammer there has been working on a potentiometer on his wLED setup, or on a wLED setup, and the flickering that we were seeing when I tried it a couple weeks ago, still, it's not just like my connections. There's something going on, something else going on there, and Jeff's been trying to figure it out. All right, I'm just gonna pull this up here. Finally, okay. So here you go. Da 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 da. You guys know what that is? I've been talking about this for a while, right? I've been talking about this for a while. I've been talking about putting lights underneath the deck steps, and that's what this is. My phone takes really good night pictures now. Isn't that nice? So these are those fairy lights, those little pixie lights. These guys, right here. Oh my gosh, is that overexposed? What in the tarnation? Excuse me while I adjust the properties of this camera. Holy smokes. Okay, better. Oh, there's my credit card. And then, is it upside down, really? It's like this thing like resets every time. Okay, there we go. These guys. So it's these guys, and these are actually supposed to be waterproof. Lighting brought to you by nuclear fusion. These are supposed to be IP67, I think. You know, they're covered. The wire's covered in some kind of lacquer. The little LEDs seem to be dipped in the same stuff, some sort of a hard, I I don't. It's probably not epoxy, but something covers these little pixels. So they're supposed to be fairly waterproof, and I've just got them under the lip. You know how these deck steps have like a little lip? So I've got them under the lip of the deck steps there, and they are pretty good. They look pretty good. I just had it temporarily wired up last night so that I could see what it looks like. And this side, you can see it wraps around. You can sort of see that it's glowing over there in that back corner. So this side, the top one, I've got it wrapped around. I got to wrap around the other sides, and then I got to splice together where the joints are here. But pretty sweet, huh? What do you think? What do you think? I had those modeled way back when we had that contest for sequencing on your house. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna hook them up to a quad, and I'm gonna make each one a separate output, or I mean, I could make them segments, but I don't know if I need to make them segments. But are they UV protected? Good question, Justin. Probably not tremendously. I don't think the IP. You guys can tell me better, but I don't think the IP67 really does anything about UV. But they are under the lip, right? You've had that smoke. Uh-oh. Oh, the smoke? Wait, the smoker? What do you mean? Oh, use a Mac. Oh, you can use an iCloud app in Windows. I think my wife does that. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So yeah, this has been fun. So I just barely got this started, so that's been kind of fun. And then we did finish I finished the golf cart. I didn't put lights yet on the golf cart, but I finished the golf cart otherwise with the battery, solar panel, motor controller, all that stuff. It's all done. So now I'm just and I filmed a little bit of sort of an ending yesterday. So now I can start editing and putting all that together, right? So that'll be pretty neat. That'll be a fun video. How do you say DrZzs? You say DrZzs. Thanks, Cax. How are you? DrZzs. That's what I say. So in real life, when I'm not playing around with all these electronics and screwy projects, I am an anesthesiologist. So I put people to sleep. So I'm a doctor of Z's. That's how it came about. It was my Xbox gamer tag. One of them burnt out. Luckily, 5 volts, not really a fire risk, but still scarring to figure out where the burnt wire smell was coming from. Oh my gosh, that is scary. Say hi to Paul Hibbert. I would love to say hi to Paul Hibbert. I haven't chatted with Paul in a while. But yeah, I love Paul. He's a great dude. Well, that's interesting to hear that you would have one of these fire. I could see why. I mean, these are tiny wires. These are really tiny wires. So I could totally see getting into a situation where you've got, I don't know how many you had in a line there. Could have just been a short, but I could also see putting too much current through these wires would be pretty easy. Oh, how to pronounce DrZzs. Oh, yes, tell him. DrZzs. He's now into Home Assistant big time. Nice. I saw that he had a video about being wrong about Home Assistant or something, but honestly haven't had a chance to watch it yet. So set up and use iCloud for Windows. Oh, yes. Okay. Sweet. I'll just come back to that because that's something I want to do for sure. Okay. So let's start looking at what I got in the mail. You guys ready to see what I got in the mail yesterday? What I got in the mail yesterday was this guy. Can you see it? No, you cannot. Why? Because it's overexposed. Pretty sure Paul also only knows how to speak in pelvic thrusts. It's much no longer. Yeah, he made. Is that what he said? Did he say that? That's crazy. Joel's here. Early stream. I know. How's it going, man? You think I wouldn't recognize you? I love the unicorn, by the way. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, let's try and undo some of this overexposure a little bit so we can see this. Is that a new credit card for everyone to use? Did you see that again? Dang it. Nigel, how you doing, man? Did you get that thing worked out with your van? Somebody breaking in or whatever crap was going on? That's such a bummer. People in the world sometimes are really, really dumb. The world is full of dumb. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we'll stop the autofocus. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Trying something new today, taking notes as we go. Ooh, interessante. Well, I hope it works out. Thank you so much for what you do, by the way. Have you guys gone back and looked at what Sir Goodenough's has been doing on the streams? Man, it's amazing. You know, he goes back through the streams and really does a fantastic job of putting in bookmarks and stuff for everybody. So it is really cool. Okay, so what I've got here, do you guys remember this thing? You know what this is going to be? Does anybody remember? Let me show you. Your neighbor's van stole his tools. Oh, punks. Punks. All right, so there is actually the instructions for this thing are on Instructables. No, it's going to be an LED sphere. Right? LED sphere. Here it is. Okay. Let's turn off bright mode so we don't burn our retinas. So this guy, and it turns out, so this is interesting because this is the guy, this is his project, but if I bought the kit from Aliexpress, and it looks like it's like he put together the kit, or maybe he worked with Aliexpress to get the kit put together. But it comes with this wire, this conductive wire here. It also comes with the LEDs that you need. These are individual PCB mountable WS2812 LEDs. You also get a little battery, and you do get a little Arduino thing here as well. But here's all the instructions. Oh, you get this. This is the template, I guess you would say, maybe. And then I put one of the LEDs in there for right now. But then all the instructions are on here. So do you guys want to walk through this? Should we go through some of this? Disney Epcot, right? Take my money. I want it, right? Let's check it out. Stream froze. Uh-oh. Did it really? Your home assistant won't load, Cax. Oh, that's no good. Stream title might give it away. It's an LED Easter egg. Could be. Yeah, it's the LED globe. You got it. You got it. Okay, so let's go through it. Let me go through what I learned so far in the instructions, and then we can start doing it. Like I'm happy to just kind of start working on it here. So the instructions are in Chinese, but if you scan this QR code, oops. If you scan the QR code, it does take you to this this Instructables page. And one of the most important things on these Instructables page so far is this template here. So what this template is gets you the right sizes for these wires, because you have to cut the wire into the right size circles so that it will fit right in the template here. So step number 1 is, well, this is step number 4, but that's after you do some other things that are already done for you. So step number 1 is to cut all these circles, and it tells you how many you need. So you need 1 that's this size, you need 2 that is that size, you need 3 that is that size, you need 4 that's that size. I think that's how it works. You need 6 that are this size and 8 that are that size. The 1 goes around the middle. I'm doing this. The 1 goes around the middle, and then the 2s are the next layer. They're a little bit smaller. Why would you need 3? Hold on. That's not right. That's already not right. So you need the 1, because those aren't going to be the same size. It does tell you somewhere how many of each ones you need. So let's figure that part out. 11 LED rings. Each ring is formed of 2 wires in the form of a circle and some amount of LEDs. For the sphere, for the full sphere, you'll need 22 wire circles in total. It's not that simple. Each ring is of a different size. To make it easier, prepare a sheet paper with a complete drawing of the ring shapes for the 1/2 sphere. It's not completely accurate though. Mind the final shape for the spear mostly depend on how accurate your bending is in this stage. Oh boy. If the wire circle is not nicely round, soldering horror. Phones all day yesterday, prototyping, man. Good luck. I know. I was looking at this last night, and it may get dicey. It may get dicey, but we'll see how it goes here. So let's see down here. Insert the rings. Why do we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8? I don't understand. Do we need 1? We need 2. We should probably need 2 of every size. All right. You only need 1 of the 6th ring for the whole sphere. It's the middle. So it includes only 1 of the 2 halves. The first one will be 5 rings. The second one will be 6 rings, for example. Does that make sense? It says for half a sphere, so yeah. Make sure 0 LEDs are reversed or nothing will work, right? Right? So on these LEDs, there's this corner. I was trying to figure out, like, how am I supposed to know, like, what's the ground? This corner right here where it's kind of got a notch like that, that's the ground pin. And then it does give you, does this one do it? Well, I bet you it's on here somewhere. If not, you can Google pretty quick and we can figure out which one's which as far as the what the other pins are. But basically it says it right here. So ground is that corner. The opposite corner is positive. And then below positive is data in, and above the ground is data out. Oh, the chat doesn't show on Twitch? Dang it. It is kind of complicated. Feel like some 3D printed bending jigs would go a long way on this. How's it going, Rob? I was hoping that this thing would help us to get this stuff bent in the right way, but I'm not so sure anymore. Well, I guess I wanted to see if about these rings. Would have 5 rings. The second one would have 6. Yeah, that's fine. That's just because of the sides. So we need, see, each of these rings should be a little bit smaller, right? So that's why I'm looking at this thinking, okay, each of these should be a little bit smaller. So let's see if it is. Each of these is a little bit smaller or not. Yes. Yes, just barely. And what do we do with this one where it's kind of in the middle? Would you really need 8? Oh, maybe it's because of other things. I'm pretty sure my soldering skills aren't up to this project. That's probably not too bad. Is your Hyperion video still good? Yeah. Matthew, yeah. I haven't checked on a latest version of Hyperion, so my guess is that there are newer versions, and some things are probably different, like in the settings and stuff. Basic setup should probably be about the same. Another project to look into if you're going to do something like Hyperion, depending on if you already have a Raspberry Pi handy or not, because for Hyperion, you need a Raspberry Pi of one kind or another. You can also check into the Firefly, Luciferin Firefly is another good one to think. Those circles with the numbers on them into a 3D printed model and then recessing the channel, the size of the wire would make it easy to use a jig. Ooh, that's a good idea. 4, 6, 8 have 2 rings. Oh, okay, so that's what those are. Why are these? Some of these are farther apart. Like the space is bigger. You know, the space here is bigger. It makes me wonder. But I guess we should need, so we have one of those, only one of those and one of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, one of those, one of those. Is that all we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's right. 5 and 6. Okay, yeah, that's right. Working on it today. Got everything. Okay, good. Well, work on it while you're with us, Matthew. Work on it while you're with us, and maybe we can help you. I do like the idea of the 3D jigs. I do like the idea of the 3D jigs. So, should I do that? Should I do that? Should I make those something like that to bend this wire? It would be pretty easy. It'd be pretty quick. This wire's got some tape on it. This wire does not have a coating on the outside of it at all. So if you're thinking, because I was kind of wondering, if this had a coating on it that we need to scrape off for soldering or something, but it does not. It does not. Let's see how difficult bending this wire might be. Okay, let's get a piece of this out. Yeah, because you do kind of run out of fingers. And then it's not like totally straight, right? It might have a little bit of a flat side here and there. Okay. So probably the thing to do would be to measure this, and we could make a jig easy enough. See that? Because even that spot right there is like a little flat. Then you could just push it right into the jig. I would think that this thing could work. That's why I was hoping that this would be the thing that kind of shapes it. Kind of helps it keep its form, Kind of like that. Which is fine on the top layer, but probably not on the other layers. Interesting. So you'd have to kind of go like that and then cut it. It takes a lot of fingers to hold that in place. Got to start from the bottom going up. These are measurements right under them. Ooh, 216. Oh, nice. Hmm. 213, 202. Could that be right? It's not. Oh, the length. That's the length. Right? So that's the length. So you could cut it that length and then bend it. That's what it is. Exactly. Exactly. So that one was 216. So that one's going to be about here. Let's see if we bend that in a circle if we're in the ballpark. Wow, that's an ugly circle. Yeah, that's it. Okay, great. So these are, thank you very much. Good catch, Rob. So yeah, that's the circumference, right? That's the circumference. And okay. I wonder, let's play around for a minute. We're not going to get this done today anyway, so this is kind of a learning how to do it sort of thing. We can go here to Onshape. And I bet I can do a circle. I bet I can do a circle with the circumference. I don't know if I don't think I've done a circle with the circumference before. We're going to call this the LED sphere wire templates. Some of you guys could probably get this done before I do. Okay. Let's try. We're going to make a sketch on that plane. And then starting with the center point and ending with the point along its circumference. I guess you could do pi. Not super hard to calculate the radius from the circumference. I have faith in your 7th grade math. Pi times the radius squared? Something like that. Okay, so a circle, I'm just gonna have you guys do this. I need the diameter of a circle that has a circumference of 216. Math in public, let's do it. I need the diameter. This is gonna let me do the diameter. So I need the diameter of a circle with a circumference of 216. I'll let you guys do that. The circumference divided by the diameter produces the same value regardless of the radius. This value is the ratio of the circumference of the value. Wait, oh, Drex, you sound like my math teacher. Ratio of the circumference of the circle is the diameter is also called pi. $34.4. JC Man wins the prize. Pies are round. Ooh, Omni calculator. Ooh, nice. Hi, baby. Not a big one. I have the one that was, there's one downstairs. Hello, everybody. Zoe's saying hi. There was one. I was using one last night. Apple pie. 68. Okay, let's do that one. So we do this, and then we can go 68.755. That is pretty accurate. Now, so if we're going to 3D print this, we're going to make a model out of this. Russ, pretend it's a trick. They said there'd be no math. Okay. 50, yeah, right? Vanilla ice cream on top. Okay. So the circumference, so we got that. So we want to make a template for this wire. And this wire is like probably 0.5 millimeter. I took my I have 2 pairs of calipers now, thank goodness. So the wire is, oh, the battery's out of this one. Sweet. Yeah, it's 1 millimeter. It's about a 1 millimeter wire. So if we then offset this, we're going to offset this, that's going to be our wire. So we're going to offset by 0.5 millimeter to the outside. Okay, and then we're going to offset by 0.5 millimeter to the inside. All right, and that should, so when the wire lays right in there, that should be perfect, right? Can't wait for the spinning flaky banana. Okay, that's pretty good. So we got that. So that's great. So the next thing that we got to have is we actually have to have some structure to this. So now we need a wall outside of that channel, right? So that's our wire. That's the width of our wire. So this is kind of the inside wall of the channel that we're going to build. So now we're going to, again, offset. We're going to offset out. I mean, what's a good 2 millimeters maybe? Just to give it a little bit of structure. I'm going to go out, I think 1.5 or 2 would be fine. And 2 seems like a lot. Let's go 1.5. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. And then we'll do the same thing on the inside. So we're going on the inside. And we're going to offset again. 1.5. Okay. So those would be the walls, right? Go out the width of the LED. Well, this is just to bend the wire. I'm not going to have the LEDs on this part. This is just to kind of bend the wire. Okay. Unless I'm not quite sure what's ST botch. I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, so that's that part of the sketch. Now we extrude. This is a good, like, just lesson in 3D modeling also. We're going to extrude it, and we're not going to extrude it by much. We're going to extrude it by, we'll extrude it by 1.5 again. 1.5. You got to think about how long is this going to take to 3D print as well, right? And then we're going to need, I'm going to cut out a little lip here so that we can actually grab it with our fingers. If you like wedding cake, then you could do all of them on one. We could do that. Let's do that. Just throw a squirrel at you. If you made a cone and put the grooves in at the right circumference all the way down. Yep. So there you guys go. You can do that too. But I'm thinking about, let's think about how long it takes to make this thing. Right? All right. So then now to close this off, because I want it to have a bottom on it, I'm going to put another sketch on the bottom. I'm going to grab the edges. That's what this little guy does. So that's going to include this edge and that edge as part of this sketch. And that's it. I'm just going to grab those two pieces. Now I've made a sketch that has those two let's see if I go to this sketch. Turkey. Take this sketch and extrude. And I just want it to extrude out just a little bit. I don't even need that much. So we're going to say 1 millimeter. All right. Oh, and then we got to add all these together. We want these to combine. So we're going to Boolean them all together. Boolean. And we're going to just make them all one piece. All right, sweet. Let's take off these. So these are getting in the way. They're ugly. Okay. So there's our first ring. Pretty easy, right? We do need, though, something cut out so that we can see it. Can't imagine you could make all the necessary in one jig. Yep. For a circle to bigger than the biggest circle, then recess all the different sizes in the one inside the other. That's kind of where I'm thinking, Rob. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Open up a piece in the inner circle for soldering. Well, so the soldering you do in this thing. So the soldering all happens in here. So we're going to take this template we're making, and we're going to use it so that these wires are bent like perfectly, so that they don't have all these. So we're going to press the wire into this template, and then we're going to take the wire out of the template, not bend it up a bunch, set it in here next to the LEDs, and then solder it to the LEDs. Are you going to solder the ends of the wire together? Good question. Yes, I'm pretty sure that is part of what you have to do, because these just make whole rings. So the bottom ring is always ground, the top ring is always positive, and then you connect them with loops. So you connect from the bottom to the bottom, and then this one goes top to top, this one goes bottom to bottom. So, you got to connect all the tops and the bottoms all the way up and down. Oh, you're not seeing it. You got to connect the tops and the bottoms all the way up and down with these little loops like that. Crazy. If you use wLED, you can call the effect with oh, you guys are talking about something else. Good. Thank you, Sir Goodenough, for helping out. Everybody else too. Open up a piece in the inner circle with the soldering. You're going to solder. Okay. How flexible, rigid is the wire? It's fairly rigid. Will it hold its shape after you've removed it from the jig? I think it will. I mean, it's fairly rigid. Like once I've kind of bent it, it stays in that shape. So I think it will. Not gathered the courage to tackle this project yet. That's what we're here for, DH Pete. That's what we're here for. We're here to give you the confidence so you can tackle it. Or to tell you that you shouldn't. One way or the other. We're going to sort it out. Okay. So let's go back to this. So that's that one. All right. Let's see where we're at on this. The next one is 213. So now here's the thing. That's going to be really close, right? Give me where's that calculator? I'll go to the calculator website here that Rob shared. Rob, I love seeing you, by the way. How's everything going? I mean, is your life is good? Your YouTube profession, you're killing it. Keeping you busy. You happy? It was so fun to see you make the transition a while back, and I've been curious how it's going. I hope it's going fantastic. All right, so here we go. Circumference in millimeters. 213. And the diameter in inches. No. This is awesome. This is great. In millimeters. Oh, see, it's like almost the same. It's like almost exactly the same. Like if you go 216, right, versus 213, we're talking a millimeter. So it's why does it, oh, this because it's putting commas instead of decimals, right? So 67.8 millimeters versus 68.7 millimeters. So we're talking like one less than a millimeter difference. Oh, geez. So I don't think, how's it going, Martin? Also stretch the wire using a vise and pull onto the wire itself. It strengthens the wire to perfection. Oh, really, Edwin? Going great. Posted a video yesterday that made some people very angry. Oh, what was it about? You stirring up controversy? Oh, I have meters to, that's why. Thank you. There we go. See, that's the great thing about metrics. It's all, I'm just going to put it all in millimeters. There we go. Is that better? Your video was not wrong. Oh, I can't. What is it? What is the video? Now I have to go see. I have to go see what it is. Banned security cameras. The U.S. government wants to make it illegal to own. No way. Government agencies from using security cameras. What? No way. Politics. Oof. NDAA, U.S. government versus China stuff. Lots of people just projecting their own feelings about geopolitics. Well, everybody's got opinions about geopolitics, I suppose. Huh? All right. Back to this guy. So that we're not really going to be able to, do that exactly. We're not going to be able to bend it in there exactly. But I think we could use this same one. I think we can use this same template for both of them. I mean, come on, we're talking about 1 millimeter. We can bring it apart. I'm not going to make a separate template for this, for the 213. The 216 and 213, I'll cut the lengths different. I'll make the length a little bit different, but if it overlaps a little bit and we just kind of expand it just a little bit, it's not worth making a whole separate template for less than a millimeter difference in the circumference. That's what I'm saying. Back to LEDs. For the sake of the 3 millimeters, I'd use the same jig. Yeah. Yep. Okay, good. Tony, you're saying exactly what I was thinking. Great minds or sick minds, one of the two. Either way, we're thinking alike. I like it. Oh, yes, that reminds me. Thank you, the Realm Ram. Do the slash here. I think it's actually the other slash. So if you go to Discord and you put in the backslash here into the chat. Oh, thank you very much, Sir. You accrue your stream points. Oh, how did your stream go, by the way, Rob? Or did you not do that yet? Rob was gonna do a live on Amazon, right? You're gonna do an Amazon stream, which I thought sounded pretty interesting, using a different platform. You didn't do it yet though, right? That's still like on the plans. I can't remember. Yeah, because I think it says no recognized command because you went the wrong way with your slash. Do the slash the other way. Okay, so we're gonna skip that one. We're gonna skip this. We're gonna skip the 216 versus 213. We're not gonna do 213. So the next one is 202. So let's do 202. And now we've got 64.2986. We're going to call it 64.3. Okay, we're going to do 64.3 now. 64.3 is 64.3 times 10 to the 6. 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 64.3 times 10 to So we can go back to this first sketch again. We can draw another circle, start in the center point again, and go out here to, is that number 64.3? 64.3. Let's see where it ends up. Oh, it ends up right next to that other one. So the thing to do, so let's this is kind of a should we do it in separate circles? Should we do it in separate circles? Much easier in Tinkercad? Not if you don't know how to use Tinkercad. This is all I know how to use. 64.3. See, it's going to be cutting into the wall of that other one. So we could elevate it. I guess that's the thing to do. Let's elevate it. Amazon did streaming until Rob's stream. FreeCAD, Tinkercad. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's elevate it. Let's elevate it. So we're going to do a sketch. We're going to do it on top of this piece. So now our sketch is the flat side of this inner circle. And now we'll do our, I missed the center. Oh my gosh, I missed it again. Kidding me? Right there. All right, and it was, what did we say, 64.3? 64.3. Okay, so from there, now we're going to do our offsets again. We're going to offset it out 0.5. All right. And we're going to offset it in 0.5. And then we're going to have to offset the outside wall. Make sure we get the right one. That one. We're going to offset that out. Let's not go a whole millimeter. Let's go something less this time. Let's go like 0.7. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we'll do the same thing on the inside. Because this is going to we're going to end up doing the same thing. So there's one that's 202 and one that's 198. So these are going to be about the same. Again. So we're gonna leave this this inside one. We're gonna make 0.7 also. Okay. And then we will have to do some filler underneath here, but I think if we just kind of chamfer that inside, that'll work. Too many, all the apps. All the apps. All right, so now we extrude. We extrude that guy. Extrude that one. Extrude that one. We're going to extrude them like 1 millimeter. Isn't that what we did on that first one? Right? Can't tell. Yeah. All right. Excellent. Excellent. I think that's excellent. That's off. See how that's off? I don't think my centers are lined up. See that? Something's wrong. Yeah, my center points are not lined up. Ugh. Cursed turkey. Yeah, this is probably easier on Tinkercad. Somehow I messed up my center point. That was weird. All right. Let's do it again. Sketch. Lined up there. Center point. Why does it want to go to some other line? Like it wants to go to some other point. I don't want it to go to some other point. See, that's not the center. I want it on the center. It doesn't usually mess me up like this. There, that's the center. Sheesh. Okay. There we go. Now we're in the right spot. Now we're in the right spot. Okay. We're going to offset 0.5 out. We're going to offset 0.5 in. We're going to offset another 0.7 out. Set another 0.7 in. Okay. Now we're going to extrude that and that by 1 millimeter. Okay, excellent. Excellent. All right, that's better. That looked a lot better. Did you already make it in Tinkercad? Is that what you did, Rob? Did you already create all this? Done? Had a Tinkercad account at some point. Yeah, you did it already. Okay, sweet. Okay, Rob did it. Perfect. Thanks, Rob. Can we cut a wedge so that we can get into there? Cut a wedge so we can get into there. Can you do that? So we can get our finger, like something to slide in there? You did do it fast. Holy cow. Just enough we can like use tweezers or something to, I can do it. I don't even know how. Oh, there it goes. We're going to watch you do it live. What 3D printer should I get for your first 3D printer? You know what, Cax? Right now, my favorite 3D printer is the Artillery Genius. I love this thing. It's so good. Yeah, you're so good at this, Rob. You could be a teacher. So he's making a little bit of a slot for us to be able to pull stuff out. It's not centered, though. Oh, there, not centered. Thank you. All right, so we'll get this printing as soon as Rob's done here. That'd be great. Perfect. Yep, that'll do right there. Right, guys? What do you think? That's perfect. It's like he's been a teacher for years or something. Yeah, I think that's perfect. What do you guys think? Good like that? Great. Anything else we need to do to it? Thinking the Ender 3 Pro, the Ender 3 V2 is, I would go with Ender 3 V2. I mean, it depends how much you want to spend. The new Ender 3 V2 S1 is pretty awesome. But man, the Artillery Genius or the Artillery Genius Pro, man, I've had them both. Yeah, put the hookup logo on it. I don't know how long that would take. Okay, I'm going to export this. Export it as an STL. Downloading the model. Exquisite Fluffy. And we're going to call it. Thank you, Rob, for doing that. You're amazing. We're going to call it the LED sphere. Wire template. Okay, save that. Now we're going to open Cura. Too expensive? Oh, is it missing one? Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. I can re-export it pretty simply. Oh, what's the dimension under 93? 58. 58. Thanks, Rob. We'll have Cura open and ready. I'll just watch Rob do this. I bought one and big tree tech board at the same time, only to find out the newer Ender 3s are already shipping with the 32-bit board, just without the big screen. Oh. And the new Ender 3s, you're talking about the V, is that the V2 S1? Should just name it something different. Got an Ender 3 V2 for my birthday in February. Haven't had a chance to try it yet because we got a kitten 4 weeks earlier, so I'm too busy with the kitten. Just want to shout out and Rob for being awesome. Thank you, The Realm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Added that one. Okay, now that's in there now. Okay, great. Perfect. Oh, crap. Something happened. I'm just going to wait a second till I get the full approval from Rob to download it. Regular Ender 3s are shipping with the Ender 3 V2 boards. Oh. Ooh. I don't know this brand, but this looks a lot like the Genius. This looks a lot like the Artillery Genius. As far as, I love the way that they handle the wires with these ribbon cables like this. The ribbon cables like that are awesome. So let's see, what does this have? Does this have, it's got dual Z. That's good. Does it have filament runout? Filament runout sensor? Although filament runout sensor, it seemed like, oh, this is going to be so important, but it's not that important. This looks just like the Artillery Genius almost. It's got this touch screen down here. I mean, it's hard to go wrong. I mean, most of these 3D printers, even if they don't look, isn't the Artillery one of those that comes with the volcano and a huge nozzle? Not the Genius. Maybe the Sidewinder. Yeah, not the Genius. Dual Z is only good if the board will control them independently. If they are clones, it's a mess. Ooh, that's a good. I didn't know that. $159 for the printer, $150 for shipping. Oh, not really needed on a 200mm bed. Oh, okay. So the reason that I got interested in having, or why dual Z became so important to me, was because my Ender 3 V2, the Z got out of whack, and I thought, oh, this would be, the way to avoid that is to have dual Z. The other thing about the Sidewinder, or the Artillery Genius, is it has an AC heated bed. The model's good. Okay, thank you very much, Rob. I mean, I don't know. There's some good models. I would not have thought that this Artillery Genius would have been a good printer. I did not expect it to be a good printer, and it turns out I love it. Okay. LED wire sphere. We're going to just overwrite that one. Yes. Okay. And now we're going to pop it into our Cura. Oops. Right there. Okay. I shouldn't need, I mean, that's a lot of surface area there. I shouldn't need a brim on it. I've been printing a lot of things with rafts, but I should be fine without it. I don't even need a skirt on this one, to be honest. Okay. I don't want it to be the best. I don't need it to be the best. Good is probably going to be good enough. Keep those changes. Okay. And then let's slice it. No rafts, just hairspray. Hour and 55 minutes. Okay. Well, we're not going to be able to get it printed today. Not for the stream, at least. And I don't even have Octoprint hooked up. I was such an Octoprint, like, I had to have Octoprint all the time. And now I just do it with the SD card thing. It's just so easy. Just like that, it's printing. That's it. It's gonna start now. I just ready to go. So we're just gonna start with printing. So in the meantime, Rob, thank you. That's huge. And I'll use this. We'll see how it works. And assuming that we don't want to make any more changes to it, we'll send it to the guy who did the Instructables and let him kind of check it out. Thanks for being here. Rock recital, nice. Playing the drums in a band. Oh my word, that sounds fun. You got to give us a 30-second clip, Rob. Do a YouTube Shorts or something. Do a little clip for us because I got to see your daughter playing the drums. That sounds awesome. Just because you can't get a pie for Octoprint for it. Okay, man. Thanks for being here. Have a good one. Ambordy? I don't know what that means. No raft, just hairspray. Okay, bring out the sheet. Even count the circles, then count on the jig. Oh, bring up the sheet again, count the circles, and then count on the jig. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 7 different sizes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe it's because this, did he not do a separate one for the small one up here? Probably something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, look, these are all different sizes. Oh crap. Because these are different sizes down here too. Oh, interesting. Look at these numbers down here. I didn't see those. 106, 136, 148, 171. Oh man. Well, what we can do, is we can cut the wire. So I can just get I'll get the caliper here and we'll start cutting the wire. Or I can cut it based on this. I got a ruler here. So I'll cut the lengths of wire according to these things. And then we'll kind of go from there. This is kind of fun. You know, it was doing that LED cube was just not that bad. So this is like the next level of difficulty. So you think there's 10 circles? Watch the Hobbit-Hole build. Someone posted a link after your live feed. Oh, good. Did you like it? Was that fun? Okay, let's cut these. Let's cut these to length. So I want to stretch this out. The other thing we can look at, this guy on here, he's got he like recommends this wire bending machine. I don't know about that. Build a wire spring maker. Oof, no. Not doing that. Nope. Nope. Yes, in Polish. You're bored in Polish. I'm so sorry. All right, we need glasses for this. Okay. So first one is 216. All right. We're going to cut it 216. Oh boy. Okay. Right to the edge there. This is hard. 216. Okay. Right there. Hopefully they give you lots of extra wire in this kit. Okay, 216 and a little. It's got a little extra. I'm gonna trim it down just a touch. Okay, there we go. So there's 216. Okay, great. 216. So there's one piece. Next piece, 213. Okay, it's gonna be thrilling. To 13 now. All right. Okay. 216. 213. Looking good, looking good. Okay. Serious question. Any way you can speak or somehow do a live stream in double speed? Boring. Question. That's great. Yeah. Thanks. Boring. I was about to say, I'm not here to entertain you, but then I guess I am. Right? I guess that is part of it. 202 is the next one. Moved a little on me, but I think we're still good. Yep, 202, okay. Okay. 198. We're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. 198. Okay. I'm just kind of scuffing this, and then it's a little easier to cut when I pick it up. Let's make sure, hopefully I got the right scuff mark. Yep, okay, 198. 182. I'm not bored, I love it here. Thank you, Drex. Someone's on a short leash. Just makes more caffeine from Dr. Pepper. 182. There. Okay. 182. Oh, you know what we should have done? Dang, we could have done the printer. Oh, next time. Well, maybe what we'll do, we'll see how this template goes. But if we wanted to do another one, I should have put it on the other printer. That other printer can go a lot faster. It's got different fans or something, right? All right, 148. Oh, actually, there's a 171 and then a 148. Let's do them in order of length. 171. And 148. So this little sphere, I mean, it comes with this little Arduino kind of board, right? And the guy who made it, I guess, put some effects on there a little bit. Like he kind of made some specific effects. But you all know dang well what I'm going to do, which is put wLED. I'm just going to connect like a D1 Mini or something to this. One of my favorite things to do. Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Ooh, what's that balance thing? Bartolo's balance? What's that? Flash trash pandas out of my yard. Oh, it's raining here. So I'd be outside chasing trash pandas out of my yard. Oh my gosh. It finally worked. It's stream time. Get your Discord cashews going to the live stream. Oh, sweet. All right, I did 48, so now we're on 136, right? I think I did 48. Yep, that one's 48. All right, 136. I'll try nicking it with a little something else. 136. Okay. All right, there we go. 136, 106. It does look like we've got plenty of wire here. Unless I need multiples of each of these, but I don't think I do, right? Unless this is for each half. Is this for each half? It probably is for each half. 106. This is fun though. I don't know. I mean, when I was building that cube, I really enjoyed just the kind of mindlessness of it. Okay, here's 106. Now we're on 93. It'll be easier to cut these if we have to do multiples of the same length. Right? So 93. There. Okay. 93, and then 58, and we're done with the first half anyways. 58. Okay. So there's all those. Right? Well, remember, this is fun when you're trying to make this sphere spherical. I think you did mention it's for each half. Yeah, I think it might be for each half. Yep. Should have printed you a paper guide to the lengths and then cut out the line to length. So there's another guide we could come up with, right? We could do another guide, another 3D printed guide. Well, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to just line these up next to the ones we just cut so that we can just cut doubles of them, right? I'm not going to go through all that again. I'm just going to line this up like this. Say, okay, right to there. And I'm sure this can be off by a little bit. All right, there. Just grab some of these, whichever ones. Could have done all this last night off screen, and then you could have actually seen some soldering. But we'll get to some soldering. We'll kind of make that the because I think that's what everybody really wants to see is how hard is this going to be to really solder this, right? That's what I want to see. Oh, that's what I want to know. I kind of reached in there with my soldering iron and thought, okay, this I can do this. I can reach in here. This isn't going to be the most horrible thing ever. But we'll see. See if I'm still singing that same tune. How many LEDs is this total? Because that was the one thing about that other, the LED cube was, that was a lot of LEDs. I mean, wow. That was a ton. Okay. Just going to keep on cutting. Yeah, a piece of paper, a template. I see what you're saying too. Just a piece of paper to just lay them down next to, right? Would be nice. I don't know. There's probably not a lot of people disposed to do something like this, right? The longest one only needs one. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right about that. The longest one does only need one, as I recall. Which is the longest one? It's this one. Okay, so we'll just need one of those. So we're not going to cut that one. Isn't it just 4, 6, 8 that need 2? Are they all double rings? Oh, good question. Well, no, I think it is actually. I think one side has 10 and one side has 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, and one side has 11. So each side needs 2 of those, Richard, I think. Question to any of you, the wLED propeller heads. What does wLED support using I2C potentiometers? Would love to use solderless Adafruit stem. Ooh, that's a great question. I do not know the answer. Have a good night, everybody. See you, Alexander. If I falls asleep as soon as I take my... Okay. Have a good night, Alexander. Okay. Yeah, putting together the LED cube, it was a nice... Like, when I was doing it, there was a lot of other stuff going on, I felt like. I had a lot of, like... And it wasn't just, you know, it was like regular work and whatever other stuff. And I had a lot of, like, brain-power draining activities that I had to do. And I really enjoyed just kind of sitting down and fairly mindlessly, repetitively soldering those parts together. That was nice. I've got plenty of extra wire here, by the way. Plenty of extra wire, so that's good. That is excellent. Okay. Okay, done. That's all the wires, and there's all this extra. Plenty of extra, so that's good. Thought is for the jig to stick, a couple millimeter wire into a hole, wrap around, stick the wire back in that hole, and cut it off under the template. Ooh, that's a good idea. The tails would be the bridge to the next level. Oh, I see. Okay, so now the next thing that's probably most important to do is going to be to kit out all of these. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a bit painful, and I don't want to get too many at the same time. So let's just do kind of this lower level here. So this first level has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's see if we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's 8 already in there, right? Okay, so pop these guys out of here. And these are a reel for the pick and place machine, right? You could probably, like, you could make a kit that would do this, do a lot of this crappy work too, I'm sure. Because this is a pretty cool thing. Like, there are not a lot of LED spheres out there. It's like taking the matrix. So the matrix is one thing. The cube is pretty dang cool, but this is a whole nother level of unique. And there are like a million LED cube kits, so it would be pretty cool. This is sort of a kit, but this is like super heavy duty on the DIY, right? I want something that's got a little bit more. You know, you could get the LEDs kind of ready to go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. Okay, and then one of the things that the guy said in the template or in the instructions was to mark the ground. So you always put the ground in the right spot, and you probably can see. Yeah, you can see. I put a little black dot on the side. So get out your little Sharpie marker and mark the side that is the ground. So ground is this little triangle here. So I just put some marker on there. I don't even remember which side is the side to look at yet. And then those are going to go down. So we're just going to mark the side that has the ground, because once you put them in there, you can't see that anymore. Once you put these LEDs in the template, you're not going to be able to see the triangle. It's on the corner. So we're marking these. It's even hard to tell where the triangle is, but I got it. I'm pretty sure I got it. There we go. Getting there. Okay, and one more. Okay. All right. Now we always put the ground down. So the lower rim of all of these is where the ground goes. This sphere is 3D printed, by the way. That doesn't sit in there real nice. Okay, there it goes. Yeah. All right, sweet. So we're just going to put that in there all the way around. Should we zoom in? Here, you can do this too, so you don't have to look at my ugly. How about that? How about that? Mark them on the strip, then they're all oriented for you. Oh. It's also the structure, yeah. Just joined. What kind of wire are you going to use to connect the LEDs? Is it insulated? Okay, yep. Thank you very much for answering that question for me. All right. Sheesh. Actually got this little guy. I like this. This is a good little tool. Come on, you. There we go. Yeah. Okay. We're getting there. The guy in the instructions said he put some flux on these LEDs to get them to stick too. Which I don't just have a bunch of flux sitting around. I have a flux pen, but okay, there it goes. Snaps in. Okay, we're getting there. So if I get to the point of at least soldering this ground wire along the bottom, I'll be pretty happy. This is certainly going to take a lot of time eventually to get done. Okay, there it goes. All right, a couple more. And I would definitely, so I'm doing this and I'm thinking, this is like I would not want to put in all these LEDs and then start to solder them. I think put one row in and solder that row, because when the like, can you imagine if I'm like up here trying to put these in and I knock off some other ones, how much I would want to jump out a window head first. Okay. Get in there now. Okay. All right, one more. One more. All right. Well, we're not going to be able to use the template to bend that one, to bend this one, but we'll just have to kind of go with the best we can do. Okay, there we go. And I'm looking, I'm double checking. I've got a black mark on the bottom all the way around. You guys good with that? What do you think? This is not a project for you, huh, Vanessa? Get some tweezers. Yeah, that's a good idea too. 2 3D cubes with 512 LEDs. It was easier than here, I think. I think you're right, Dima. I think you're right. I think the LED cubes are going to be easier. So I do have this soldering iron. And I do think I can get down in there pretty good with, with my solder and my soldering iron. I think I can do that okay, and hit those little spots. I don't think that's going to be quite as terrible as some things could be. All right, so now, which is the bottom one? We don't have our template yet, but I do want to at least get a little bit of soldering done before we're done here. So let's find the short ones here. Okay, let's measure them on this piece of paper and see if we're in the right ballpark here. So let's see if this is the 58. Yep. Okay. So this is the 58. Let's go back to this. I kind of like this. Whoop. Hand make the smallest ring. I know, right? Is there a picture of the end result? Sorry, I missed the start. Yeah, there is. In fact, there's a whole Instructables here. You can go to this. This is it right here, Martin. So I'm going to start with this ring down here. I could do the upper ring, but I'm going to start with this one because that's probably the hardest. Be easier if it was cut by layers after that assembled together. Yeah, maybe. I'm sure I will have lots of stories to share about what would make it easier once I'm done. I feel like if I had something to wrap this around like my finger maybe. Oh, how about that? Okay. And he says it's pretty critical that you get these rings right, but I think we'll hand bend this one and then we'll template bend the rest. It's not too bad. A little bit of this. Okay. Not the worst, certainly not the best. This is I'm very grateful we're making a template for bending these. Okay, that's not too bad. What do you think? That's not too bad. The whiskey will interfere. Whiskey. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I think that'll do. We're going to give this a go. Do you like switching back and forth like this? I kind of like, so I made these two new scenes. So we have desktop without my ugly mug, and then we have the screen without my ugly mug. Not bad, eh? Kind of something different. And then we have this for staying on target. Fire in the hole. Turn on the awesome soldering iron. I love this thing. All right. Now, I may have a hard time with this. All right. Yeah, definitely going to need the tweezers. Hold on. I got some tweezers here. Somebody took my good tweezers. That doesn't quite reach. Wow. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. I'm going to kind of wiggle this. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. What if, oh, it's got to be on the inside. Like it can't overlap. I was trying to put it on top of the LEDs. It can't be on top. It's going to touch the data pin on that bottom side. So it's going to have to. Okay, that's actually sitting in there kind of nice. Okay, it kind of clipped in. It kind of clipped in underneath there. Big splodge of solder will fill the gap. Yeah. All right, boys, here goes. Yeah, fingers cross them. Well, that wasn't so bad. Ah. Who did that? Who did that? The realm. That was perfect timing. Wonderful timing, man. Wonderful timing. That was funny. Can you guys hear the scream? That was pretty awesome. Only 1,000 of those left to do. All right, this isn't so bad. We can do this. We can do this. Okay, the realm, that was pretty funny. Oh, the scream didn't play on the stream? Oh, you didn't hear it? Oh man, that's too bad. That was okay, now the second one's not going as well. Second one is not going quite as well. Again, I'm getting a ton of solder on my soldering iron and none on the things I want to solder to. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Not so bad. Only a few hundred more. Oh, did I not get the contact on that one? I don't think I got to the contact on that one. There it goes. And the big splooge doesn't matter. Like, you could totally goop up a bunch of solder on this. Just try not to melt the plastic on the LED. Okay. Hey, we're doing this. Okay, okay. What do you think, guys? What do you think? I think you're mad for trying this. This is something you buy late night when bored, browsing Aliexpress. Hats off to you. Thank you, Martin. Hope it reads that out loud. We had it reading things out loud last week or last time. Here it comes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Martin, for your support. And I think you're right. I think I am mad for trying this, but it feels good. Feels good. Okay. Last one of this first row. Oh, of course, the freaking LED comes up out of the. I'm going to just kind of bend it back in. All right. I think that's all I'm going to solder for right now. Push that one back in there before I try and do the next row, because see, that one kind of came up a little bit. So I might need to soften this joint and push it back in. Oh, piss. Look at that now. Figures the last one, right? So I'm trying to think of a way that I'm gonna want to like test these along the way. That's melted plastic I'm dealing with now. There we go. Okay, that one's back in now. But now I unplugged my soldering iron, so it's going to take another 3 seconds to heat up. Okay. That's great. So I can, let's put the, let's go back to this. What do you guys think? Right? I hope I have no dud LEDs also, Drex. I think what I'm going to do, the real fun will be when you start connecting the data pins. I think you're right, Jorg. I think you're right. No text to speech over here either. Oh, man. Seems the computer audio isn't going to the stream again. Son of a monkey. That's... Oh, I bet you I know why. I'm a dope. Yep. That's probably why. All right. Well, got to put that back on my checklist, I guess. Things to check before the stream. Will you leave LEDs inside so the case will be the diffuser? No, I'll take them out. I'll take them out so they'll be like this. It'll be like this. Although, I mean, you could print this case with clear like this guy did in this demo, but no, we're gonna take it out like this. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one row at a time. I'm gonna do the negatives, like I just did the negatives, and then I'll do the positives, which is the opposite corner, and then I'll do the data in, data out. Yeah, then I'll do the data in, data out, and then I will test it. I'll test each one. So we can like check. I don't know if I can really check continuity on any of these because, I mean, I guess maybe I could put it on the dot, but I can't. If I touch the wire anywhere along the way, the wire's of course going to be in continuity. Touch of flux can help when the solder won't connect. Good idea, Jeff. I may have to get some flux. Okay. So for what that's worth, it is in continuity all the way around. So that's good. The next size up ring. Oh, and then I guess that's part of why you have all this extra wire too, because we're going to have so many of these little loops. Right? So many of those little loops. Flex PCB design. I like that, Bob Star. I like that. Then float the LEDs into place. Is there a strong enough flex type PCB available? Maybe. Are they just relying on clearance on the wires that cross? You mean to not touch? I think so. Yeah. I think so. From the ground to each of the positives? No. No, I'm not getting continuity for the positives. I don't know if that's supposed to happen. I could probably measure resistance. Yeah, I'm getting resistance. So I mean, there's a. Yep. Yep. Yeah, there's a connection there for sure. Okay. Good. Good. So if nothing else, I do know that there's positive going through there, something like that. Test continuity from ground to each of the positive leads. Yeah, that's so I just did, and that works. That worked out good. So that's going to be okay. Which is the next size up ring? I want my bender now. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Okay, good. All right, well, what do you think? And then we're just going to have like tiny little... This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun, and it's going to be hard. But when it's done, it's going to be one of my prized possessions. No doubt, you know? It's going to be one of my prized possessions. So, I think I'm going to stop for this for now. Do you guys want to talk about anything else? Do you have anybody have questions? And then if not, we're going to call up the kids for sign off. We have company too, so I want to go spend some time with them. But that actually wasn't too horribly miserable, right? Too much soldering for you, Marshmallow Man? Oh, you're going to be so proud of me. Marshmallow Man, you're going to be so proud of me. So you saw that, you saw the, here, let me see if I can show you what you're going to be so proud for. Let me just kind of get to my easier way to share pictures here. Probably here. That is me and my hot glue gun putting those LEDs underneath the deck. I know you can't see very well, but that's for you, Marshmallow. Me and my hot glue gun. And the end result so far, I mean, that looks pretty good. That's just one row. But it lights up the steps pretty good. I love it. Hey, Blade's here. How's it going, my friend? Hello from the Walmart parking lot. Hey, can you pick me up some Dr. Pepper? Pick me up some Dr. Pepper, Blade. Dude, did you see what we did, Blade? We got started on the sphere. We got started on this sphere. Oops. So I'm building that guy. I got started. That's as far as we're going to go today. I am making a video on that project, yeah. Just wanted to say a big thank you for all the videos. You're welcome, Michael. Thank you, thank you. Big thank you to all of you guys for being part of the community. Like, you know, it is, if you spent some time on Discord, you know that it's certainly far from just me. In fact, I think it's Sir Good Enough, and then Pixel Heads, and then a whole bunch of other people that pop in to just say hi and you know, hang out, and also to kind of lend some advice and stuff. How's the jig going? It's going good. It's going good. It's kind of thick, so it's going to take a little bit of time. Looks like it's about maybe 10-15% done, but it's not failed, right? So I think it's gonna come out fine. Spending way too much time here. Teacher Gone Tech. How's it going? Oh, Jor, how are you doing? Blade is there sometimes. Thanks for the entertainment. You're welcome, Drex. Thanks for being here. All right, let's call up the kids for sign off. We'll probably get a whole herd of them because we got cousins here too. Everybody likes being on TV.
It's time for sign off. It's time for sign off. It's time for sign off.
Binge watching videos. Used Discord and help was greatly received. Got some lovely lights going now. So happy. Awesome, Michael. Love to hear that, man. That's why we're here, dude. You guys love to just bang your feet on the ground. Where are the twins? We got twins coming? Okay, good. What were you guys doing? You guys were outside? Were you on the golf cart?
No, we were playing Granny.
Playing what?
Granny.
Granny.
Yeah, it's a creepy game.
Eee, sounds scary.
My legs hurt now.
So look, guys, look what I'm making. See that thing up there?
Wow.
Look, and I just started making it.
Ooh, sick.
Pretty cool, huh?
My legs hurt.
Your legs hurt? It's gonna look like this when I'm done.
Ooh.
Pretty neat, eh? Okay, how do you want to sign off? Like Granny? Like a wicked mean Granny who's gonna eat you? Okay, ready? All right, here we go. Ready? As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, adios. Silly girls. All right, everybody, thanks for being here. Thanks for all your help. I know Rob's gone. Thanks for the template, Rob, and but everybody else, thanks for your 2 cents, and thanks for hanging out and watching. See you again soon. Bye. Oh, we're gonna do the outro video now.